Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Power Universe episode of Iron Panther Presents. Today, we got Kim and Stacy and Chris to discuss Power Book 3, Raising Kanan and Jukebox, apparently, with Season 2, Episode 4. Both young people are dealing with their parenting issues in this episode, because that's what this show's about. Anyway, let's get to the silliness. Kim, what did you think of this week's riveting episode?
Well, from what you just said, it is called Raising Kanan. So it is a family drama about raising a thug, right?
Yes.
So it's
a thug to be. A thug to be.
A thug to be, right, exactly. And right now he's hesitant because he doesn't really want to go there. But his thug mama is like, you know what? You said you wanted to be in, so you're in. Which is, she's like one of the worst mothers, I would say, in the Power universe. She really is. Let me see. I would say Monet is a close second.
Tasha.
Well, Tasha is at the end of that, because wait. But at least Tasha showed her kids that, well, I mean, she sent them to private school. She made an effort. Like his mother's like, fuck it. You don't have to go to that school.
No, she made his brown bag lunch and she sent him downtown to that damn school to take his test.
And then guess what? It all went to shit, and she was like, fine. Okay. She just gave up.
That was Gemma.
I'll teach you how to cook crack. What? You go from saying to him, I want you to go to this school, this really excelled school, to I'll teach you how to cook crack. No, that they don't go together.
But then in this episode, not once, but twice, he's sent away because she don't want his sensitive ears to hear drug talk.
Right.
I'm like, y'all cook crack in the kitchen. Like, What? Did y'all watch season 1? Like, several times in this episode, I asked myself that question.
To murder his father.
Huh?
She sent him to murder his father.
Also
but now he's too innocent.
Like, you can't
corrupt his fragile little mind.
You can't know that we selling crack that you made badly. On top of that, well, we are getting off track. Kim, what did you think about this episode?
I mean, it was okay. I mean, what Rock is doing with them Italians, that's coming back. But I said a couple of weeks ago, a week ago, maybe last time we talked, that Unique is intertwined with the Italians because what's going on. Because I was like, Worrell is on Unique side, and he all that stuff is going on with the Italians. That's because of Worrell and Unique. So I thought it was that was kind of smart. So it was an okay episode. I'd say okay. LaToya Luckett's New York accent that got on my nerves, but anyway, other than that, okay, it was okay. It was Rock being a horrible mother as usual. But
shit, that's who that was. No, in real life, I mean, you just said her name in real life. What did you say her name was in real life? LaToya Luckett.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't know that's who that was. Okay.
Version 2, right? Because she was the replacement. When she won,
she was the original. No, she was the original.
She was not the original. No,
she was in the original. I thought she was in the original.
No,
she was version 2.
Thank you.
Okay.
Michelle was version 3. Well, she stayed. She was version 3. But I would say, but in the middle of their Say My Name CD release, they dropped 2 girls, replaced them with LaToya and somebody else, and then dropped those 2 bitches and was like, all we really need is Beyonce and a couple backup singers, because we know how to look. We know how Diana Ross and the Supremes did it. Like, we don't need all these extra backup singers.
I have an issue of you knowing all this piece of information there, David, and you said all of this without the 2 ladies here in this chat.
What's wrong with like a Destiny's Child as a man?
I mean,
it's called age.
Nothing like trying to cancel. Nothing.
Music is for everyone, men and women. It has no label.
You're right. I'm gonna listen to Miley Cyrus. You're right.
I'm just saying. Right. I was old enough to watch this group change, because and I was like, oh shit, like who the fuck are these 2 women? And then they were gone, and I was like, oh. Yeah. I was like, damn.
Wasn't it that it was a video that came out, and then all of a sudden the next video had the other
Say My Name. Say my name. And then it was like, and then I was like, who the fuck? What happened? I was like, And then they only went down to 3. They're like, fuck it. This 4th thing ain't working out. We're getting off track. Okay.
And in my opinion, Michelle should have, LaToya could have stayed. Michelle should have been dropped because she can't dance. She clumsy as hell. And her voice is very, very weak.
Michelle played her position. Like
She
Kelly learned a long time ago. This is Beyonce's show. So I just shut the fuck up and get the paycheck. Right? Like,
but Michelle, I think Michelle did that too, but Michelle is clumsy. She can't dance. Her voice is very soft.
But she just played the position.
She was just a butt in the seat.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it was a skinny butt. We getting off track. All right, but yeah, it was a lot going on. I'm sorry. When I saw her reality show, I was like, nah, this ain't it.
She is boned.
I think she had an eating disorder, didn't she? Or something.
Just like Tammy Roman. Just like Tammy Roman. Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Tammy looks terrible.
She looks bad. She looks really on her new show, child. House of Vicious. Woo, she looks like Skeletor. Like all of this is sunk in.
Who's this?
I was like,
oh no. Tammy from a Real World, and now she that's what I would call her. Tammy from the Real World, and she's in Family Business also, right?
Yeah, she's the sister.
Yeah,
Roman,
she's the sister,
right?
Family Business.
She Roman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but Chris, what did you think of Power Book 3, Season 2, Episode 4?
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, like Kim said, Rock is definitely not a good mom. I mean, I need this to be it as far as harmony. I need like us not to see this dude again. I thought he was going after the last time, but
Harmony?
Really,
Like, you got him Harmony?
Harmony?
Or is it what's his name? Harmony or eHarmony?
Symphony.
Sympathy. Harmony. Okay. Sympathy.
Symphony.
Yeah,
Like
I was calling like light skinned nigga. All right, I need light skinned nigga.
Let's go with that.
Yeah,
let's go with that.
Yeah, because that whole storyline is just getting old. It's just like, all right, come on, like either he's in it or he's not, So, I love how they introduced the 2 new characters, the two roommates, in the sense of, well, no, I'm not going to go there yet, but the reason why I say that is because essentially they are not who we think they are. You know what I mean? I think they're plants. I think they're a plant. Clearly, that mother, like, they banged on that door for a reason. I don't know who their boss is. Essentially, most likely it's probably not unique, but that was no accident that they knocked on the door. And then I was talking about like, oh, Miss So and So doesn't like loud noises. So that's my theory. My theory is we're going to see that they actually belong to either a rival of theirs, and they're trying to get in.
Yeah,
trying to get into it through the kids.
Definitely something. I think yeah.
Yeah, that was no accident. The way, like, either that or she's the fastest girl I know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, dude. Like, nah. So, and that mother was like, she was trying to get into it too. So it was like, either way, like, we know that was no accident. I'll put money on that shit, So, but overall though, other than that, it's just, I don't know. I saw it kind of weak. Again, I don't care about the whole, all right, jukebox and the whole mother thing. Like, I'm okay if they do the whole mother thing, if it means that she turns into this evil ass jukebox that we know or whatever. I don't know. I need her to, like, again, I need her mother to like leave her for real this time. That will like piss her off that she turns into Darth Vader. Okay. I need that. I have a feeling we're not going to get that though. You know what I mean? We're going to get a duet, right? They're going to get some screen. They're going to get some studio time. Right. So they're going to get that talk with Quincy, and then we'll have a duet. And then next thing you know, it'll be part of the soundtrack. We'll hear it in the next episode. It's so therefore I will then hate it. So other than that, this episode was meh. Uncle Vernon or whatever. I don't know. I thought that was kind of random. I guess that was.
It was unnecessary, Chris. It was totally unnecessary. I thought it was DEF CON. Remember, I said that. I was like, okay, this is DEF CON. No, this is DEF CON's goddamn brother that we never heard of.
Thank you.
And I'm like, what was the purpose of going there? Yeah, he's your father.
What did he say?
Next episode, we're gonna see he gets paid.
That's proof.
Yeah.
Oh,
the following episode, we're gonna see that Marvin goes in there and pays this man. It's like, thank you for keeping your mouth shut or whatever.
Put money in the books.
Let me put it on the book.
He says, I'm putting your commissary. Yep. You're gonna say, I'm putting money in your commissary.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was unnecessary. They could have had another scene, an important scene, rather than that scene. I was like, I could have done without that scene.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then Rock is just a horrible like business owner, on two regards. Like for one, damn, you can't help what's the homegirl's name that owns that store? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
That girl is terrified. And you mean to tell me as a woman that you said you wanted to help, right?
Yeah. How you not put security there?
Yeah. No, but actually they said that there was security in the back room.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, if there's security in the back room, why wasn't he by the door?
Because
who's coming into the store?
His job is to secure the bank vault that they've made out of the back room, not to secure her. So anyone, and it's only one dude. Like they could easily murder her, go in the back, murder him, and take the one basket of money that she has back there now.
Right.
I'm like, this don't make no damn sense.
Y'all don't give her a gun? Y'all don't strap her? Like, come on now. That's
you
crazy.
would think she would have just got a gun herself.
That's what Stacey, in my head. Yeah. I was about to just say that. She can get her own gun. I would have had a shotgun.
Yeah, after being kidnapped at gunpoint. Yes. Like, come on now. How do you go how do you go back to your job? Obviously, there's a reason why she has to go back. But you don't even have she don't even have a bat, a crowbar, nothing. Like
which is bullshit because bodegas in New York, those people, those owners have guns, shotguns, they have sticks, they got bats, metal bats. They're always secure in them stores. That's why you may think there's only one person in the front. There's like 6 people in the back. If they see anything, they're coming to the front. So
overall, I thought it was just okay. Like we were saying last season, you're gonna nail someone up and put someone in the mid in the walls and whatnot, and that's not gonna stink up. Well, it finally it finally happened here. So now the whole place is stinking like that. Ain't no Febreze in the world that is going to mask the smell of a decayed dead body.
Nope.
Like, so I don't know what they think those little shits are going to do. You know what I mean? Maybe it was just like free advertising, So like, say Febreze, it will mask like you being a mass murderer towards, you murdering your husband or your wife. I mean, overall, it was just, I thought it was okay. That was it. So,
all right. Stacey, how about you?
Again, I'm here.
So you don't get fined.
So I don't get fined.
We love that. We love that you're here.
All right. We appreciate your support.
Yes.
With the okay, so all y'all disbelieve, especially with me, I guess that like my whole purpose is to shit on this show. So I'm gonna start with the positives.
Really?
Right? As we said in the Shy video, I feel that the family drama in this show is well developed and should be in the Shy as a family show, like in a street, but still a family show. I thought better. I think the violence of Duda in the Shy should be in Power Book 3 and would give it more credibility than what the fuck we got right now. But I think the show are just switched. I like Marvin's speech. The visit to Vernon was unnecessary. I completely 100% agree. That should not have happened. Uncle Vernon should not have. But the conversation with Kanan afterwards was important because his speech to him, Marvin's speech of "you got the family that you have now," like you do, like worry about that. He was talking to him, but he was really talking to Jukebox to me. That's what he wants to say to Jukebox. I may not be the best father, but at least I'm here. Where's your mom? Like he's trying to make up to me. That's what I felt like he was doing. Just like Raquel, when Raquel was talking to Jukebox about family is earned, right? She was really talking to Kanan. She was really thinking about Kanan. I don't need Kanan out there looking for his daddy when I'm the one that's here and I sent you to kill him and shit. So I felt like both of it, like I thought those were good scenes, and they were trying, and obviously Jukebox took it like even you, Raquel, is not wanting me to be with my mama, so that's gonna fuck her up. So now she's like more focused on her mama. I like both of those. And from the family drama perspective, the introduction of the Italians was cool, and we all agreed that what we want to see is that the white guy who Unique stopped from being raped is probably the Italian who got him hooked up with the Italians in the first place. Like that's how they're going to tie this together, right?
Absolutely, yes.
But the problem is with this fucking show, the problem is all the shit that happened off camera. Obviously, when did Raquel start this drug business in Newark to the point that the Italians even got to know about it in the first place? How did they track down her operation to the point that they knew about this particular drug? Unique, let's go with Unique. But again, how did Unique know? The business had to be going in the world.
But you have to, I mean, but he's not, I mean, anybody could find that. He could just follow them if he wanted to.
But that's on camera. My point, like this,
off camera.
I'm just saying for this show, if this was right, that would have been on camera. Like we would have saw them on the street trying to get Newark up and running. Where's the guy who's in charge of this shit? Like they put a guy in charge of this. Where's he at? I don't. The guy who replaced Scrappy, I'm assuming, but they put a dude in charge of the Newark operation, and like you didn't see him. So I'm like and then we need to meet with the Italians. Where are the Italians staying? How did they come up with the plan to attack? Like all this stuff they could have put in the show that we could be like, this meeting should have been something.
Right.
Right.
They put too much family drama. Like that whole Vernon thing, that could have been,
off
drama, some violence or something, right? Something going on. Or the meeting between Unique and that Italian guy. Because we get, we see the pieces coming together. Like we don't see anything. Everything is off camera that we need to see. That's a problem.
That's fuck me. I'm like that. I mean, that's what irritates the shit about me about the show. So let's talk about this Pornhub moment. So Karine and Palomar showing up to this party. So I went back and read the article that introduced the characters, right? So this is supposed to be a single mother and her daughter. They're legit family. Now, did someone send them there? That's possible, but I think really, again, they're just a single mother who makes bad decisions. It's how it's described in the article. Like this is not she's and she likes the idea that people think that she's the sister, not the mother, and both of them giving Kanan the fuck me vibes. I'm like, this is Pornhub. Like I know this video. Like mom and daughter come over, they meet the guy, they're like, oh hey, let's go inside and have a party. And the daughter's like, hey, show me mama how to do it. And then they get into it. Like, I'm like, don't let 50 Cent write shit. Like this is what happens. Like he's living out some kind of male fantasy. And I get it, I understand, but I'm like, this ain't the show, bruh. This ain't the show. Like, stop it. Stop this shit. Like, y'all put I see you in the comments. Oh, he's working for Cartier. No, see, y'all trying to make sense out of the senseless shit. That's what y'all trying to do. Stop it. This show is that bullshit, and you need to accept it. Anyway, what else we got? Jukebox.
Well, the one thing I did like about this scene is Al B. Sure playing in the background while his mini-me walks into the room.
And trying to fuck underage girls once.
Oh my God. Did you see that? He was like, look once in here. I was like, wow.
Once again. Why do we keep...
No, they're underage.
Famous is in high school still. He's 16, maybe 17.
18-year-olds are in high school. And why does he have his own place at 16?
Why does he have what?
His own place.
That's because Kanan stole about $4,000 from his family and gave it to him.
They don't have to sign a lease or anything.
That's because last episode you saw Crown Camacho say that he has connections, and that's how he got through in the first place, but he's paying for it with Kanan's money. Yeah. See, so this is, and then where did all these friends come from? That he couldn't even have a place to stay, but all of a sudden he has a house full of people.
Because there's drugs and beer there.
Exactly. You know your friends are not your friends until you have drugs and beer.
I'm
like, down.
It's just, I'm just like, and then this turns to every high school kid party movie. Look, when he almost falls and he's like, I'm good. I was like, I saw Project X. I've seen this movie before. That was the 20-some version where the kids took over the house and had a whole rave and shit. It was pretty cool. I'm just like, fuck me, man. Like none of this. Famous needs to be murdered. Anything with Famous, stop it. Anything with Famous, stop it. Like
he's not relevant to me. He's not
at all.
To the story at all. To me, I feel like they're setting him up for his death because he's so happy. Everything, and this doesn't always happen. They get happy. Everything comes together for them. So I'm waiting for the bullet to come through the window or something's gonna happen. So,
that's how Kanan starts to turn evil. Like he has to murder his best friend.
Could be that.
That's
So
the
the
reason
other
why.
best friend that got murdered wasn't enough. You need another best friend to get murdered.
But he betrayed him or some shit like that, right?
Well, he thought
Did
he
betray
did.
him?
Raquel,
Oh, he thought he did?
Yeah, he thought he did.
Okay.
I think Jukebox is going to go bad because her mother kind of rejects her
for being gay.
For being gay. Because her mother's in the church.
Yep.
And her mother is going to reject her. And that's when we're going to see the real.
We're going to get that Will Smith. We're going to get that Will Smith.
That's it. We're going to get the real person. That's right.
Oh, no. He's on that Will Smith moment where she's like, when
We're going to get the Will Smith
moment.
Yeah.
From Fresh Prince. Okay, yeah.
Why did she love me? Well, I was
like that scene. I cried when he did that.
But we kind of got it in this one, right? Because she was like, why did you leave me, mama? And she's like, I was just a little baby like you, baby. I didn't know what to do. I was like, I saw this on This Is Us. I did. I was like, it was better. But anyway. Raquel wanted to wash the money through Lulu's studio in season 1, and now Cartier gave her an idea. Let's talk about this, because
exactly
how is it this business person, it's not about gender, this business person has not figured out that you need a business to clean money. Last season, she had a hair care business that we never saw. It was mentioned in one episode, never saw it again. She's storing money at a bodega instead of buying the bodega and cleaning the money through the bodega. Then you buy other businesses and clean the money. Like, you shouldn't need a fucking doctor.
Car washes.
Or washing folds.
Washing folds, parking lot.
I think she's gonna buy the studio. I think she's gonna launder money. I think she's gonna make a deal with Camacho behind Lou's back. And that's gonna be her studio. And Lou's gonna be pissed.
Obvious.
Well,
they discussed that last episode. So I mean, yeah. I see your point, Kim. I'm saying for her to also, Chris. I mean, for anyone who watched Daredevil, right? When Kingpin went with his girlfriend to a museum and he was standing up there and they were appreciating art. Mm-hmm. That's what I saw when I saw fucking them two together. I was like, this is Daredevil, because he's trying to talk all philosophy, like this is art, this is what it means, and she's like, oh my god. And then I'm thinking, so they're gonna replace Symphony with Cartier. That's what they're doing. Like yes, before I was like,
Jesus Christ, don't do that.
Please don't show me that scene.
Yeah,
I do not need to see Raquel on top of this big ass dude. I do not need to see that.
It'll be the other way around. He'll be on top of her, and he'll be grunting. He'll be all sweating. His little chest.
Gonna show up and beat her ass for messing with him.
She plays no games. She will whoop Raquel's ass. She will go back in time and whoop this woman's ass because she's that's my Hollywood.
Yes.
But I'm like, when I saw that scene, I was like, this is Kingpin. Like he could play Kingpin. And then even with the whole, let me explain to you how art works. All I could see was Symphony. Because Symphony's like, baby, you know how this building was made? Racism. You know how this building over here was made? More racism. But I was like, he was like educating her, and she was like, oh my God, you are so smart. You want to fuck? And he was like,
you know what drove me crazy about that part?
What's up?
I hate when men do that. Like, men do that with women a lot, especially when you go on a date with them. They try to explain stuff to you. It's like, nigga, I don't need you to explain. What are you explaining stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on my age, right? Like the age I'm at right now, I don't need you explaining a damn thing to me, right? But she was being polite about it. She was like, "Oh, okay, no problem." He annoyed me with that. I was like, "Don't mansplain stuff. Just go away."
But you say that, but she was like, "Oh my God."
She was, and I was annoyed by that too.
I was like, "Stop it! Why are you doing?" She's like, "You just explained me how to clean money. I never thought about that." It was
like her brain went.
Wow. She's like, "No, that was her panties." She was like, oh my God. She was like, they're wet again. How is that possible? Anyway.
Why does she call Symphony? That is another useless scene. I just thought about it. You guys see if you agree. What was the point in the scene with her and Symphony? We already got rid of Symphony at the diner.
That's what I was saying. I was saying there's no point.
I submit he kindly just went away. They unlike The Shy. So I give this show respect that they were like, we need to give him a final legit.
No,
they already did that.
Didn't he say bye, Chris? He said,
yeah.
He said bye
to her last time.
He walked off. It was done.
All right.
Yeah, and then they both look back. I guess they were like, and then now it's like again. It was
like there was not a need to have him again.
Which tells me they're going to do this again.
Yeah.
So after
he's contractually obligated to be in so many episodes. So
because he's on the game now, the new game or some shit. He has a job. He has a job. Yeah. So like she's gonna ride Cartier for a while, and then Symphony's gonna come back in the end to be like, I told you ain't shit. And then they're gonna be together. Also, what happened to the realtor being racist? Because like that somehow that stopped because she was like, "Hello, well, thank you, ma'am." And how did she prove her W-2? Because remember that was supposed to be a thing, right? She had to prove that she had an actual job that money was coming.
Anybody to do that kind of stuff.
She went on that computer that's in Kanan's room, and she.
No, but people did used to do stuff like that.
They still do.
Yeah,
I'm like, but where's that computer at? I'm like, where's that?
It's in Kanan's room.
I'm like, what? And what happened to? Wait, it was downstairs. It's in Kanan.
When I saw it, I think it was last episode. Kanan had a little computer.
Yeah, he has a computer in his.
All right, because like he don't do homework because he didn't go to school no more. I'm like, at least the Shy had those kids in school in the first episode.
Yes.
Damn it!
Yes,
I can't believe I just said that.
It's because I was about to say it's because of COVID, but this is 90 something.
It's not even COVID.
Did we have an epidemic in the 90s? Did we have like Ebola or something?
Stop it, Chris. You infected
AIDS.
So and then what happened to the AIDS?
From going to school.
What happened to the AIDS? I was like, what AIDS is a thing?
Well, no, that's not true because remember when little kids who contracted it from their mom.
Oh yeah,
they were discriminated against, and people did not want those kids in school.
That was a 21 Jump Street episode.
Yes, that was absolutely true.
I remember that.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm getting off track. What happened? I felt Symphony and what he said to Raquel. Symphony shouldn't have to answer the phone when she calls. I mean, you're absolutely right. But again, that's what happens when you start fucking a drug dealer. I mean, gender aside, like he knew who he was giving the penis to. So like, don't be surprised when criminals actually do criminal shit. Like that's not. I don't know why you so like what. Like, yes, that's what I do.
Asking her what happened that night. I'm like, dude, you don't want to know what happened,
right? Because
once I tell you, I'm gonna have to shoot you.
Why are you asking dumb questions? Right. Like you want to go to jail or have to be murdered? What happened? We had the crack epidemic in the 90s. Yeah, we did. I'm saying, but it's also cases. They bring up the New York 7, the kids in that was in the 80s, right?
No, I thought that was the 90s.
Nah, that was 80s. I was with my dad. I feel like it was. Anyway, my point is around this time though, like Rodney King's happening. And like that, it's just interesting. The one thing that they bring up, it's like there's a lot of shit going on, like black wise in the 90s and around 1991 they don't acknowledge. What happened to the girl Kanan liked in season 1? She moved 20 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, let's not do that. She's also one that snitched on him to Unique, and that never came back. But she ain't gonna be shit. He killed
a man for her,
right? And you know. But anyway, he got that ass though, so it don't matter. He did a couple of shotgun blasts with this new girl, and I was getting it. I was like, this is too much. Like I did not sign up for any of this bullshit. Let's see, cause she's in love with Symphony. Symphony, man, do that. Cause they think we're dumb. Like they have to. Like we don't pay attention to this shit. He is showing her the value of art. Painting equals recording. Yeah, but I mean, I understand she may not know art as Symphony was trying to explain like architecture to her. But when it came down to, oh my God, I figured out a way to clean money. I'm like, that was stupid because she should know that by now. And again, she puts her money back in the same rat infested fucking bodega. Like she's learned nothing. So we see the fact that they recognize that the money was missing, but they still have not recognized that the crack was missing. And that was last week's episode. So I'm like, what about the product? Like, how do you not know your product is gone? And you know, I mean, I'm like, and how you get it?
It was 1989.
All right, so with the park thing? All right, so okay. So she was saying recent New York history in a sense, right? Do you remember those guys, right? But again, this is supposed to be April, May, let's say May 1991. Like Rodney King should have happened or about to happen at least. And I don't think they're going to address that as a thing. When Symphony Rack referred to Lulu as a hoe, that was hilarious. And she's like, I'm not a hoe. Well, stop acting like one. I'm like, but you are hoeing though. You selling your body, bro. I mean, I guess he ain't sucking dick for studio time. I mean, that was Zisa, or at least it's gonna be. I mean, so that's gonna happen. And nobody wants to see that.
I mean, Kanye is gonna have to die because it's definitely gonna happen.
Yeah, I would be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna give them 2 points that Zisa hasn't fucked Lulu yet. Like, I'm impressed with that because I really thought she would have been getting it by now.
Off camera.
They're gonna be knee deep in bed. Like, we've been doing this for a while. I just been trying to catch up because we've been too busy doing with mommy and daddy issues.
She'll show up with a pregnancy test in her back pocket, like
but like bam.
Yep. Lulu's baby mama.
I was like, oh, the only woman that we care about is the young lady that will be Sean's mom. And that's
Kanan. That's who Kanan hooked up with at the end of this episode.
You think so?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be Sean's mom. And yeah,
what was that girl's name?
Oh,
I don't think he got it either. I don't think he got.
Oh, they're both recurring characters. I mean, they're gonna be back. But I was here's this crazy thing. What if he actually impregnates the mother and then it's Sean? I would not put anything past him at this point. If he's like, you know what, mom's gonna be like, I need it first though. I was like,
exactly. He tag team both of them and shit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
Well, stuff like that. It does happen. I saw it on YouTube the other day. The girl videotaped with her camp. She was going to work. She lived with her mother, and the boyfriend lived there too. They had 2 kids, and she was going to work, but she decided to double back. She came back. Her mama was in the bed with her man.
Oh, okay.
And her mother was like, "Well, you don't cook and clean for him." And the daughter was like, "But what is that happening?"
Oh, that's right. I think I saw that video.
What does it have to do with you sleeping with my boyfriend, my baby daddy? I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah, so stuff like that does happen.
Yeah, that's right. It was her house too, right?
Yeah.
It was her house.
Yeah, and the mama's living with them. I'm like,
well, I'm not saying that doesn't happen. I'm talking about the threesome that I think this show is trying to put together.
Yeah, we're gonna get a threesome, Kim. This is gonna be consensual.
That's what Chris and I were talking about.
That's gonna happen. But
that happens in real life too. I guess you've never seen an episode of Jerry Springer before. I guess.
It's gonna happen.
I'm
just saying 50 knows no bounds. Like the way mother and daughter was looking at Kanan.
And you saw that mother's face? Saw that mother's face? She was like, oh, I'm about to take my girl's man.
But when is she going back to family business? Because she's supposed to be getting engaged.
Sasha is in Europe.
Who is?
Why she's banging
Sasha?
Sasha. Her and
Palomar is Sasha on family business.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was like. Who are you talking about?
Catwoman lost her job, so Paris is coming back. So that's what I'm saying.
Who is this? Oh, okay.
The girl's neighbor mama is Famous's apartment building cougar and a cougar and a pedophile. I will agree with you on that. World must be down with Unique. Yeah, I don't know when that happened. That happened off camera.
It did. And I'm like, they should have shown that. They should have showed us that Unique was like, you know what? I'm gonna put a bullet in your head if you don't do what I tell you to do. Something. The story.
Something.
We saw that one meeting between them when he tried to get them back, and then Worrell was like, "Nah, I'm with them." When he did that, I was like, "That should have been a more dialogue. Like he should have been like, you know, at that point, that's when we should have heard him say, "If you don't help me, I'm gonna put a bullet in your head."
Right? Or because now all of a sudden they're bosom buddies again,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
I mean, so I'm like,
that happened.
It's off. Damn it! I hate this show. Also, remember that they were trying to get money together for the re-up? Remember that? When that happened off camera, like we had.
Well, Unique gave the money back, didn't
he? Yeah,
but it was for the re-up. So, like, what happened to the re-up that was supposed to take care of all the businesses? Like, we had at least 2 episodes in season 1, a book 1 of Lobos coming for the money. Like, that was a thing. Like, I'm like, why are we not seeing this? Like, why are we not seeing the supplier? Also, my cousin gets robbed. She's getting a whole arms team, right? Like he should be like, I'm protecting my cousin. If my cousin get fucked up messing with you again, I'm killing you because we're crazy Colombians. Like that should be a thing.
Oh,
like,
but they didn't kill the husband. He was beating her ass.
That's also which also don't make any sense. But to your point, yeah. I knew World wasn't going to be totally against Unique. I'm tired of them dragging pointless shit. Yeah, I don't know why. Again, famous in that studio just both need to burn down. Like he needs to burn down in the studio. Crown Camacho and Famous need to die in the studio in an explosion and be done.
Yeah, they were cooking crack in the studio.
They're on the crack. Yo.
And then wait a minute, what was that about? Why did they even have the scene where the equipment was gone? These are so unnecessary. I could care less about the studio equipment being gone. So like you could have fit a shooting in here, somebody having sex, anything other than
I'd rather see fucking. Like give me something. Like give me something that matters.
Yes, I was like, this is unnecessary scenes that I don't really care about, and it's driving me bananas because I'm like, just do better. Like the stuff that we're missing could be in these scenes, unnecessary scenes.
That's why I'm saying the whole Italian thing. The mom said her daughter isn't that kind of girl as I thought she. Though she is.
She clearly is.
Oh, they're both that kind of girl. I mean. Did
you see how she was slobbing him down?
That's what I'm.
She had his entire face engulfed. I was like, wow.
That's not CGI. Like that's real shit.
That was real. His mouth was wide open. I was like, I remember kissing that way, and it was the grossest, most disgusting thing in the world. That my first kiss was that. All over my face, I had spit all over.
Oh damn!
It was disgusting.
Don't say that. My heart hurts. This is the worst Power Book spinoff. Nah, book 4 is. I can't go that far. I can't go that far. Four season 1 was straight shit. Like there's nothing good about that. So I can't.
But we love Tommy. We love Chelsea. But
yeah. This is better than Force. And damn it, you know how bad this has. You know how bad Force has to be for me to say that. Like fuck, because I'm watching this show. Like shoot me down. That's what I want. Famous brings over an underage girl to Bulletproof Records for Crown Camacho. They get high together, and the studio and the whole place blows up. Bam, like gone. Because when Famous says to Crown, "You hook me up, so I'm gonna hook you up." I swore he was gonna bring over a 12-year-old, like 16-year-old. Like I was like, please don't do this. I was like, I don't know. I mean, R. Kelly is a thing, so I don't know. Maybe you got some. I don't know. Let's see. I predict Famous.
Hey guys, I got it cut out. So I got cut out a little bit earlier. I'll see you guys.
Any final thoughts? Burning thoughts?
For the next episode, just get better, show. Get better.
Hey, Chris. I mean, I don't know what else to say. What Chris
they say Force is better.
Stop it. That's
I mean, it had more action again.
It had tons
and
of
drug did and dealing.
I see. I'm right.
Like it was unreal.
It's nonsensical. It
didn't make sense. The violence was like didn't make any sense to the story.
You know what? It's almost like they looked at book 3 and said, we need to do better. Like people are complaining there's too much family, not enough violence. It's like they heard us. It was like, no worry, we're doing 120% violence and fuck storyline and character development. And we said, you know what? Never mind. We're just kidding. This is too much. Like, hold up. We can't do all this. What kind of mother sees what's going on in that apartment and says it's okay for her to go into the apartment? So agreed. And the character description says that said mother makes bad decisions. As shown.
So we got another power mother who makes bad decisions. Wow.
I mean, at least they're consistent about bad mother.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
That being said,
everybody gets their equal time to be bad moms. Wonderful.
If she ends up sending her, I wanted to say this. Power Book 5 needs to be Andrea, the whole philosopher.
Who?
So after the 2 mother-daughter tag team that I thought was going to happen with Kanan, which is coming, no pun intended, the very next scene was Howard unable to keep his dick up with.
That's what I was about to say, and I forgot about it. What is happening? Why do we need to continue to see him have sex? I'm not here for that. I don't want to see it anymore, and I don't understand. It's a waste of time. Why? And why is she his psychologist?
She's been fucking him for 7 years. She's been on payroll. That's a long time to hold. You could have got a PhD by now. That's
a lot of fucking. And I'm like, if Howard of all people.
Yeah.
Anyway, So yeah, he referred to her as Andrea, the whole philosopher. I was like, you know what? That's a show. I was like, she'd go from client to client, giving out advice and blowjobs. I was like, I can see this.
Wow.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress.
But 7 years is a long time, and I think that, like, shouldn't this be a stepping stone? Like, you hook for a couple of years, you know, get your kids' college fund together, pay your rent, and then you move on to like a real job. Like,
so that's not. I mean, working is working. You know what I'm saying? And I just, if you have picked a like, for example, let's say you're a waiter, 18-year-old waiter, right? No one says, most people don't say, my career is waiting. Like you're doing it to get to another job, but at some point you may be like, this is what I do.
No, some people, that is what they do, and they continue. Just like all those managers that are my age and that are work at McDonald's as the manager and all those places, they made a decision. This is my job forever. I started here as a teenager, and I'm just gonna keep on going, which is fine for some people.
I had a high school friend. She stripped for 30 years. I mean, she and
what? Wow, did she? Her body must have.
20 plus. Yeah, over 20 years. Over 20 years, easy.
And I guess your body doesn't have to be tight, because I know a young lady who was about 200 and some odd pounds, and she was a stripper in DC.
Wow.
Yeah, they have hefty strippers.
I mean, I was looking more like just the age, like she's like 40 plus, right? And she's still there, right? And she was, and you know, she was a teenage mother, like it was a situation, right? Like this is not what she, you know, was born to be, right? Or what she wanted to be. But once she started, she was like, this is my career, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you know, she did whatever, and she kept it together. But I was saying, like, so again, in this Andrea, for whatever, it's like, this is my career. She got a kid, like whatever. But like, it's just unnecessary. But again, this is supposed to be the family development moment, because she's helping him be a better parent is what we're trying to get out of this. And now he's visiting his father, which is 100% against book one. Like, we have to acknowledge that this show said, fuck book one, and they're just making its own story.
I was like, why are you going to his house? For what is the purpose? Like, what is this for?
You tried to kill him. So, I mean, is he going to tell the truth that your fake daddy is gay? Are we going to go through all that?
And then why do we go in? This is the thing, too. First off, you got in the car with him, which he could have choked the shit out of you, killed you, done anything to you. And now you're going to be trapped in a house with him? What in the world?
Well, I hate to bring up a movie phrase, but if he wanted to kill him, he would have done it by now, right? Like I mean, he could have sent him to jail. He could have killed. So I mean, clearly he does want to build a relationship. It's just an odd way to start one. But his question should be, who is DEF CON and what's going on with that? Palomar pimped out her daughter the way Patrice did Mercedes. David, I disagree. Colleen was Kareem or whatever. Like, she was very, very willing to talk to a boy her age, right? Like, I mean, they're both teenagers, so I don't want to go that far. I'm just saying she's not a good parent, like, either way.
But if you see all of that shit going on in the house, I know me, you see all of this shit going. These are teenagers,
yes,
drinking, smoking,
yes,
fucking,
yes.
And you mean to say you look inside and say, yeah, you can go in there for a little. And my parents would have grabbed me by my hair and like been like, get your ass in the house. Like, what are you doing?
A reasonable parent would have said, "Where are your parents? Like, who was in charge here, child?"
And Camacho would have came out.
Yeah, Crown Camacho would have been like, "Yo, bro, you see this patch right here? I got this 16-year-old lined up. I'm trying to get her for my music group." I'm like, "Oh, stop it." I was like, but I mean, like, clearly, this character is not supposed to make good. Palomar is not supposed to make good decisions. So we got to see just where this goes. Her acting in general, like she's gonna take her clothes off. I mean, that's what she does as an actor. Like in most of her roles, family business, sisters. True. So clothes coming off. It's just a matter of, we just hope it's not with Kanan. We just hope it's with somebody who's age appropriate. That's why I'm hoping for.
I mean, but these things happen. I mean, even Tyler Perry was raped by his babysitter several times, and she was a woman. So it happens.
I don't want to see it happen here. Like, I acknowledge.
But a lot of young men do have sex with older women. And sometimes it's the babysitter, sometimes it's the mom's friend. I had a friend who wanted to have sex with my son. He was 15. And I was like, bitch, what?
Did you beat her ass?
Oh my God. I almost lost we were sitting in Verizon. and I almost lost my job. I was like, because she was looking at I was showing pictures, and she was like, who is that? And I was like, that's my son. He's 15. She was like, oh. And oh my God, I cursed her out so bad. Everybody in the office was like, Kim, no, shh. Because I almost got fired. It was crazy. Yeah.
They ruined Lulu's character with the music shit. Yeah, I would agree with. They ruined the show with the music shit. But I think they're making it more expendable. I mean, like if.
Oh yeah. Lulu's definitely dying first before Marvin. I think.
Oh yeah, but definitely before Marvin.
Yeah,
definitely before Marvin. Because Marvin has the father redemption arc, like, and they're really trying to work that this season. So
but that's when he's gonna die. When he comes full circle with his daughter, and all that gets together, because that's what they do. Everything gets together. He's happy. Him and Jukebox are cool. He has a girlfriend. He's gonna die.
See, again, I think we're watching The Chi too much because characters in power just go. Like
characters in power earn their death. Remember, that's what Courtney said.
But I'm saying, what we're talking about, the whole they had promised, things were looking good, and then they get killed. That's not the power formula. Like that's the Chi formula, you know. So I'm like, Marvin's also discussion with Jukebox and the house was good. Because he's like, I tried, you know, he's trying, like he put it together, like he tried to do the colors right. He hasn't got to the point where he can say he's sorry, or to really be like I should, but you can see that he's trying, right? In the council,
I believe it's coming because I saw him on he was on that podcast that Michael and Jack,
the crew of the project.
It's a really good podcast. I mean, it really is. It's very well done. And he was on there and he was talking about his character and how he was able to like mold his character. And he's the one who made him eat all the time. That was like part of his character.
That damn lollipop. He's always got that lollipop.
Yeah. He always wanted something in his mouth. And it was just part of just to humanize him. Because, you know, there's always that one dude in the hood who's like either eating all the time or he's smoking all the time.
Well, Tommy was like that too, though.
Tommy. Yeah, that became Tommy's character, right? Like to your point, like that. I mean, we were always trying to figure out what he was eating, and then
because Tommy was Tommy loved to eat
until book 4. All of a sudden became a vegan or some stupid shit, and I'm like, what happened to that? Like, I'm sorry, Burke will see Kanan going into Howard's house, and put 2 and 2 together and ask Andrea about Howard also. I'm tired of Burke trying to be like Sherlock Holmes when it comes to Howard. She needs to do actual cop work. Like,
why don't she if he doesn't give a shit, why the hell does she give a shit?
Like,
okay, another scene to me that was unnecessary was Burke going to see
Unique.
Unique.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything that was like detrimental to him. Like, why? Leave him alone. Like,
it was the phone call for us. We were supposed to see him. The fact that he was calling someone and giving them the nod that the short buses were about to be used and don't hurt my friend. Click. Like that was the point. And then he had to hurry up and get off the phone, and then Burke came in. But the conversation was also
that conversation led to nothing.
It did.
He's not a snitch. He's not gonna snitch.
No, you're right. I'm glad that he didn't actually retire. I thought they'll be shooting themselves in the foot because he's only exciting.
Oh no. Joey Badass is not gonna. They're not gonna. People love Joey Badass, so they're not gonna get rid of him like now.
So so Juliana's gonna tell her cousin that she was kidnapped. They're gonna come after Raquel.
I hope so. I want to see that. He should have been there in this episode. He should have been like, what the fuck happened to my cousin
at the re-up?
Yeah,
at the re-up, like, hey, you know, I'm about to shoot. Oh, that's another thing. We keep on talking about how these people think they're invincible. How do you show up to a meeting with Italians and only bring the leadership and no guard security whatsoever the fuck ever?
And how do you take the paper and throw it on the? Do you understand that Italians cut up your body?
Right.
They don't give a fuck about who you are, what you represent. None of that. I was like, that is totally unrealistic. Yeah. It's just not realistic at all.
I'm like, you show up with everyone and you meet in a neutral location.
You come with a crew. All them niggas that's up in the projects protecting the crackheads.
Yes.
Can we have some of them come to a gangster meeting? Because guess what? They're gangsters.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Not one, but 2 times you delivered your drugs to another state and send no security with said drugs.
One person who don't have sense enough to know that somebody's stopping in front of your truck is an issue. Run them over. He had a shotgun. He didn't see it. Like,
I'm like, also that was bad. It was not there. Like that was clearly one of those scenes where they're like, okay, we're gonna put it in for the next scene. But even then, like you said, who stops in front of a truck? Right? Like that's
in the middle of the street. Nobody to tie your shoe. You mean to tell me I would have backed up and went around?
Right. No, I would have just ran him over. Right. Because he's clearly up to something. He's either a cop or he's the ops.
Right.
Yeah.
So you just run him over.
But see, running him over, he might get stuck under the car. Then that's a whole big accident.
Yeah.
Burke is Greg Knox of Raising Kanan.
She is though. That's a good point, Marvin. Yeah. She is. They're both like a dog with a bone.
Yeah,
they
won't let
until they get killed.
Yeah.
Like Greg ended up being killed.
And it's funny. They should her twin lesbian partner. It would have been cool, like if I was like, they're twins. I was like, this is too much. But it would have been interesting to the Greg scenario, right? She also worked with Howard, right? So it would have been cool if she was like, hey, baby, I'm gonna help. I'll investigate Howard while you're doing actual cop work. And then she gets killed, like fuck around with Howard, like some shit, stupid shit like that. Like that would have been something to make that scene relevant, to make it relevant. Like I don't give a fuck about Burke's backstory unless she's hanging out with Jukebox. Also, I feel like as a rewrite thing, I feel like, you know what? We're going to do a video. I'm going to do a video for rewrites after episode 5 because there's so much of shit that's irritating me. So we're going to do a rewrite video and a predictions video like we did for season 1. So I'll save that for that. Raquel doesn't have enough soldiers to go to war with anyone. No, she doesn't use her soldiers. She
has them. They're all in the project. In the hallway.
They could bring that handicapped dude. He got a gangster
all kinds of thugs in him. But it just takes one person in the back of the truck, one person as a passenger, like just to be like, you got the driver, you got the lookout. I'm like, Lulu also made a good point, which also didn't happen. Why are you not scouting out this new area before you set up shop? Why don't you? Marvin
said, well, maybe it was Lulu. If one of them said it, they were like, you're expanding too quickly. Was that Marvin or was that Lulu?
That was Marvin. Marvin said that. Lulu was saying you should have did research, but they were both agreeing they were moving too fast.
Yeah, but it was like, why don't you? I mean, I understand that she's a woman. She's trying to, do this on her own, and she's the boss of what. But you're making dumb decisions. Like all of them are gonna die eventually because of her dumb decisions.
Yeah. I'm like, they haven't got back to Scrappy's mom being the CI. I saw that in the comments a few times. Like we haven't even gone back to that. You know what I'm saying? It's just so many things that they're just not touching on. But I'm like, that crew that got arrested, and then they took over the territory. Who got arrested? Like, are the cops still there? Like they could be facing a cop threat on the street, like the guy who's in charge and the Italians. Like there's so many things they could put into this thing that there's not. Burke and Jukebox has no relationship, which we thought would be something in season 1. I know, and we're talking. I'm not talking about, just for the record, I ain't talking about like a sexual relationship. I just mean like a mentor.
I think eventually they will, but it's not a sexual one.
Oh, okay. I was like,
but I think eventually when Jukebox maybe wants to be, after she's all fucked up, right?
Yeah.
When she's ruthless, she's gonna realize if I become a cop, it's gonna make it easier for my drug family, right? For me to get in there, and also she may want to just be a cop. Because it's a lot of power behind being a cop.
So it would be interesting if she's the one that Jukebox goes to when mom's relationship goes to shit, and that kind of stuff. It'd be like,
she could be. I mean, sometimes people lean towards people who care about them. They think they care about them. Yeah. Like she listens to her talk and stuff like that. She asked her for help with finding the mom, and so she's gonna go to Burke, and Burke is gonna be like, oh, wow. So did you meet your mom? So what happened?
Right.
And that's what Jukebox is going to need at that moment.
That's what I'm saying. Like that would be a great thing to kind of flush out their relationship. Kanan and Jukebox on on short bus with guns as a decoy. I don't know, but the mob isn't going to shoot at short bus with kids on it. They ain't really kids; they're teenagers. So I mean,
but mobs they don't touch kids.
So I see your point. I like the decoy idea. I actually thought that's why Marvin sent Worrell on this trip, because he wanted to see like if something was going on and this was supposed to be like a setup, and then it turned out he just wanted him to drive and he got fucking robbed, and like he ain't putting two to two together just a little bit.
Yeah, Marvin is not smart.
Like Worrell just joined and you got robbed twice. Like you should something, and then we don't.
So episode 3, I think they figure it out. Somebody's going in the grave.
So
Kanan and his mother kicked him in the grave.
All right, so five, they're putting somebody in the grave, right? But again, off camera, we don't see Raquel talking to the team to say this is how we're moving the drugs to Newark. Like, what did Worrell knew and when did he know it? And why does he know so much when he just came from another crew? Like, why is he
put him in charge of stuff? That's what they did. When you put people in charge, you give them information. And that's the problem. He's in charge of the projects. Like he ain't in charge of New Jersey. I'm saying I can understand that, but I'm like, why does he know so much about New Jersey? And that's my problem. But why did they send him? Why did they? Because didn't he pack up the last run with Marvin? So
after they got robbed the first time, Marvin sent him the second. But I'm saying like he's supposed to have his own thing going on in the project. So how did the first hit us?
Probably was like listening to him. I mean, it's not hard. These niggas are dumb.
We see that with Carl Weber. And we will discuss that.
But you know what I'm saying? Like he could. There's many ways. Like he could have heard them talking, niggas talking to each other. But, stuff like that. I mean,
true. But I mean, as we talk about on camera, right? There's some things that should be on camera, make it easier for us to start putting stuff together.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm just assuming, basically.
Right, because we ain't got a choice. We ain't got a choice because these motherfuckers don't want to show us anything. Anyway, come on, we gotta get the family business. We'll shit on the rest of the show next week because I'm sure episode 5 won't be that much better. But anyway, like I said, we'll do a video. So Stacey, any final remarks before we go to another New York-based drug show? All right, Kim.
Yeah, I just take all those unnecessary scenes out. I understand that they've already done it; it's already completed. But it's just, come on, people, get better at this. This is that we.
I did want to see Jukebox in a dress going to church.
Yes, that's gonna be good.
Maybe she'll get like a little hat.
Oh.
She is a really pretty girl. Like when Crown was saying that she's a pretty. No, it wasn't Crown. I'm sorry. I watched Mo DJ last night when he did his live after Raising Kanan, and he was like, the girl who plays Jukebox is beautiful. Like when she had her hair out and stuff. Yeah, she is a very pretty girl. Yeah.
That mirror scene, I thought about that. I was like, if she just put her hair down, I think that would solve a lot of this whole nobody wants to fuck you thing. I think she. I mean,
let's just be real. Men will fuck anything. So it's not really about her looking like a dude. It's just that to sell, sex sells, right? Yeah. So sexuality sells. So that's what they want her to do.
So I don't know. I thought because yeah. So we thought House of Dragons will be done next week. So we're gonna do 3 episodes next weekend, and then we'll do another 3, and then we'll do the final 4. Is how we're gonna do that. Because there's so much happening. I kind of want to do like a perspective because they're moving so quickly in that show. They're just doing so many time jumps. I think episode by episode we kind of see we'll be short-sighted.
Kind of like Westworld.
Yeah, like Westworld is just so much you gotta let it develop for a little bit before you have a substantive conversation, I would say.
Yep. Like The Patient.
Exactly. I was like, this can't.
Stacey, did you watch that yet? It's actually good. I mean, like I said, it's the first 2 episodes. It's a little slow, but you get a lot of information about the psychiatrist and the dude in that slow episode. It's David.
I'm not.
That's a good show.
It's good. It's a movie. It's a long movie.
It is a long movie, but the stuff, Steve Carell's character,
it's good. It's a good cap. I would say we again wait till it's over and binge it so you can see the whole thing. Like that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait till it's over and just watch the movie and be like, all right, and then we can talk about it. But it's definitely worth watching. I didn't say otherwise.
It should have been 2-hour movie.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Done.
And be done with it. And be done with it. This is not Dexter. Like this is not in that kind of format. Y'all doing? We're doing family business in a minute right now.
Yes, give me 5 minutes. I gotta go use the restroom. Right.
We got bathroom. We got snack re-up for y'all. Snack re-ups. I will send the invite. And I will wait for you, lovely ladies, so we can talk about the Dunkins. All right.